Well, hello. This is Tim from Blokes From Blighty. We're going to get into the main episode shortly, but first we've got a little message from Casting Views.
We love you, Dan. Woo.
Hi, Dan. Respond to my letters.
Respond to me. Following you in the street. Take it away, Dan.
Fancy taking a humorous trip down a random topic each week? You do? Well, you're in luck. Casting Views, presented by me, Dan, and a host of guests, bring you just that. With topics from the world of entertainment, science, sport, and everyday life, there's bound to be a topic that's going to inform and amuse. Catch Casting Views every Sunday on all listening platforms now.
Willkommen to DOS is Spanish. Zwei Blokes from England. Stop this. I am in want of child.
I am in heat.
He maybe did. Are you drinking more Prime, Tim?
I bought 2 bottles of each flavour that I could find in Tesco. I'm on my second blue raspberry.
You're a cool kid.
Definitely a person in a bear costume.
Not a person in a bear.
100%. It's got shoes. I'll give you a rusty hand job and I'll work out what that is later. Mad shit. With the weasel in the morning.
2 famously great farmers from Blighty.
He is currently getting out of a bear costume in China.
Tim, I was going to tell you something then, but I can't remember what it was, so I'm not going to tell you. What's Tim's crypto tip this week?
Don't. Hello and welcome to...
Hold the fuck on.
Oh,
Back
right,
up.
yeah. The song lyrics and it's all you.
It is me. What the hell are you doing?
I don't know, I'm all over the place this week.
We'll try that again, shall we, Tim?
We shall.
Now, from the top, make it drop. That's a whap. Get a bucket and a mop. That's a whap. You are listening to 2 Blokes from Blighty. I am Joey Fitz, and I'm joined by the broody Tim Fitzgerald. How are you doing, Tim?
I am melancholic. Broody? Really?
Broody. I am in want of child.
I am in heat.
How are you doing, Tim?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I am okay. Where would you like to start this week? This is my week to host. Anyone that knows me, my style of hosting is to immediately pass that on to the person that I'm sat with. Tim, where do you want to start?
Well, we've already said our names, yes?
Joey, Tim. There you go.
Done. All right. Let's start with the pub quiz question and the audience can kind of do some research or whatever. Or
Sweet. I did enjoy that the Northern boy spammed the word typewriter onto Slade's Twitter. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that. That was enjoyable. Good work, Northern boy. Pub quiz of the week. The question: what is the only planet in the solar system that rotates clockwise?
Ooh, good
You've
question.
got basically 1 in 8 or 9 answers, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, we're not old school here. Pluto's not a planet. Do you know, I work with someone, I used to manage someone whose great-great-granddad discovered Pluto.
You told me about this. Did you also know that Pluto hasn't made it 1 orbit around the sun since its discovery?
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I think it's Saturn.
You think it's Saturn? Okay, well, we'll come to the answer at the end.
That means I'm right, doesn't it?
It does not. It's not anything right now. It's not any sort of confirmation. Joey, I sent you like a myriad of things this week for discussion points. One of the things I haven't included on the list because I just kind of remembered it on the way to sitting down to my computer. What's the coolest bit of tech that you've bought recently?
My computer.
All right.
I've built my PC and I consider that to be cool.
It's the first time you build a PC is like it's very satisfying.
Yeah, it's good. And it means we can do this and edit this and
play games with the community on Discord.
Play games and yeah, I have my 3-monitor battle station. It's pretty freaking sweet. They're all wall mounted with the soundproofing behind, backlit monitors.
Amazing.
None of them over 75 hertz. Wonderful.
Well, the hertz is the next upgrade, I'm assuming.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. I bought a bit of key. You might have seen it on Amazon. I bought a new keyboard on Amazon the other day. Have you seen its gimmick?
A foldy boy.
The foldy boy. Here it is.
What is the point in the foldy boy?
So, what I've been doing lately, and I put this in our talking points for today, is I've been using an app lately called Obsidian. It's not a plug, not any sort of paid thing. I just really like it, and Aya from the Fanatics put me onto it. The whole thing is I'm using it for A, the game that I'm working on, and B, I'm doing a thing at the moment where I set myself a topic, like kind of at the start of like this whole project. I asked one of our Echo Dots for a project, and it came out with a thing about sperm whale diets for some reason. So that was my jumping off point. And what I've been doing is I have been creating essentially a list of connected topics using using things I think would be interesting, like the kind of article thing I've written on there, and made a bunch of connections between each topic. And the whole thing I'm doing is each day's new topic has to stem from the previous day's notes to kind of create this like connected web of knowledge. And it's become very, very satisfying to do. So I'm looking at my chart here. My chart's a little messed up on the PC, but it's fine. I started off with sperm whales and their diets. I then went to Indonesia, which then allowed me to look at nasi goreng, which is one of their claimed national dishes, which then led me to the caramelization process of food. I then went back and looked at steel as one of Indonesia's biggest exports, then surgical equipment, which then led me to the Arctic Circle, and then the equator, which kind of has all looped back around to sperm whales. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is create this whole series of loops and connections between bits of research I'm doing once a day.
Okay, cool. What the hell does that have to do with the Foldy Boy keyboard?
I've been using the keyboard to type on my phone when I'm on the train to work.
So you're that guy when you're sat on a busy train that whips out a folding keyboard to say, I've just got to document all of my knowledge.
I have 8 Starbucks cups and headphones that, frankly, would be better off than on.
Comically large headphones.
You know that really famous video of the guy who sat in front of the speakers and is in his armchair, like...
Yeah,
like really leaning back. I'm like that, but with speakers and a folded keyboard.
Do you know, when I see that image, I think of... I don't think of the actual original. I think of, you know, in Jackass movie where Ryan Dunn sits behind an air fighter in the chair and recreates it. It's brilliant.
Is Ryan Dunn... He died, didn't he?
He maybe did. You drinking more Prime, Tim?
I bought 2 bottles of each flavour that I could find in Tesco. I'm on my second blue raspberry.
You're a cool kid.
I'm really cool. I have a folding keyboard and type on the train, and I drink Prime.
I think we said it off air last time. Tim and I started off. So we said it on the mainline Game Club pod, but we expanded on it off air last time. Tim and I have this joke that we stole from another podcast that we listened to, where Prime was the cool drink, and these 2 40-year-old men are trying to make it uncool. So Tim and I, when we 5 Prime, would send each other a picture and say, I'm cool, I drink Prime, with a story attached to it, similar to, I don't know, I have a folding keyboard that I get out on the drain and I drink Prime. Since then, I've had a fair few Prime, and I really quite like it.
Really nice. Like I tried the strawberry and watermelon one earlier today, and it's really good.
Yeah, I've had too many Prime, Tim.
We've got a couple of fridges in our kitchen. One's mostly for drinks, to be honest.
Is it the Prime fridge?
Well, the bottom shelf, including the vegetable drawer, is now Prime. It's now dedicated to Prime.
Hi, I'm Tim. Prime is one of my 5 a day, and I drink Prime.
Prime is my 5 of my 5 a day.
Well, yeah, I didn't know what Obsidian was, so what you just said explained it very well. What were you going to say? Sorry.
I sent you one of the things in the things that I sent you that I wanted to talk about today. Just said the word China bears.
Can you say it like Donald Trump, please?
China bears.
Okay.
Have you been keeping up with the news about the bears in China in the zoo?
Is this the thing where people believe that they are people in bear costumes?
Have you seen it?
Yes, they're not people
It's
in bear costumes.
Definitely a person in a bear
It's
costume.
not a person in a bear costume.
It's got shoes.
It's not a person in a bear costume.
It is. There's a little, like, a tan neck piece and, like, a mesh that you can look out of.
It's not a person in a bear. It's a bear, Tim.
It's not a bear. It's a man in a bear suit.
Don't subscribe to your Mimi 4chan nonsense. It's a bear.
It's stood up like a man, and it sneezes into its hands like a man, and it breathes out a mesh thing in its neck like a man in a bear suit.
If you can send me a picture where it's clear that it's mesh, I will believe you. Till then, it's a bear.
I'll go back to the sneezing video and put the freeze frame in.
Okay, do it. Tim, I want you to look for a video while we're talking.
Okay, one sec.
You can look for it on Twitter.
On Twitter?
Yeah. You'll likely find it much easier there.
Sorry, can we call it X, please?
Sorry. On Jitter.
Shitter, yeah.
If you search the name Marcello, Marcelo.
Marcello.
Nope, just one L.
One L.
Yep.
Marcello. I'm seeing what a duo Marcelo Salas and Ivan Zaramono were.
Not that one. If you go down one in the video section, it should be the FTBL index.
FTBL index.
Yeah, go to the. Are you on the videos section?
I am, but I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
Okay, hold on.
I just saw his leg get broken. Oh, God. Hold on. I know what. Hang on. Oh, God, I accidentally full screened it. Please. Okay, I'm gonna hate that I'm refreshing someone breaking their leg because I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know what to prepare. Oh, Jesus! I just got it from another angle. It's like folded in half the wrong way.
Yep.
Oh my God, that is some. Oh, I just saw the knee pop. That's all. He is. Oh my God, that's a write-off for the career.
Let's just say that he's not walking home.
That's fucking brutal. There's someone's reaction video here as well. Can you imagine breaking a limb and someone uploads a reaction to
it? Yeah, I just thought you'd enjoy it.
I did not.
Good.
We were watching It's Always Sunny last night, Payne and I, and we got to on the episode. The gang goes on the slopes, where they're like doing the 80s movie thing, and like Dennis and Charlie have the ski race, and just the thing where Dennis fucks up like a 360 jump and like falls out of skis, and he's just screaming, "My ankles are surely broken." That's what I'm picturing with this. Also, good to see the guy who did the tackle got a red card.
Yeah, so that guy that got the red card is a Real Madrid legend called Marcelo. He's the one you were searching for.
He genuinely looks quite distraught about it.
You would do.
Of course you would. Of course you would. You've possibly ended his career.
You've literally folded a man in half.
Oh God, why is
that man's knee is going to look like a punch lasagna for the rest of his life?
It's going to look like an old wasp's nest.
It's going to look like someone trod on a cherry pie with high heels on.
I hate that. What is the most creative insult you've heard?
Oh, I don't know. Give me a second. You tell me first.
All right. We were talking about this at work. I don't remember what author it was, but they had the phrase, they were referring to someone as a spherical bastard.
Yeah, nice.
And the reason for it is they're a bastard no matter what way you look at them.
Very good.
Which is good. But someone at work came out with, if someone looks very basic and very simple, just say, "You look like you'd be easy to draw."
Very good. I quite like, it's along a similar theme. I like when people are so angry that they don't really know what they're saying. So
they're just seething.
There's a podcast where I listened to, and the host called someone an absolute toilet bastard, which I really enjoyed. And I have taken and used on this podcast before.
You have? I didn't realize it was from something.
Yeah, well, it's Pete.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, Pete called someone an absolute toilet bastard.
I'm assuming that was on the Just Football Ramble.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Tim, this episode goes out August 9th. We are recording on August 2nd. Happy Hugh Day.
Happy Hugh Day.
Would you like some national days for August 9th?
Absolutely.
Great. So we've got National Hold Hands Day.
That's very wholesome.
National Book Lovers Day.
Okay, yeah, also wholesome.
Singapore National Day.
Okay, sure.
Elvis Week.
Elvis Week?
Yeah.
He gets a whole week.
He does. And National Rice Pudding Day.
National Rice Pudding Day. Well, that one's really bland.
Very good.
I'm going to go with Hold Hands Day.
That's nice. I was going to say Nagasaki Memorial Day, but
that's not wholesome.
Might not be that wholesome. No.
We're celebrating Nagasaki Memorial Day by...
That's my beep of the week.
Was there a beep of the week last week?
Have you not listened to the episode?
Not today, no. I'm going to listen to it on the train tomorrow.
I counted it out and there are 15 beeps.
Oh, of course there was a lot cut out last week. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
The whole of the preview for the episode was basically me and you saying, cut that out, remove that, cut that out, this is where the beep is.
That's amazing. I need to listen to it on the train tomorrow.
I was pleased with it.
Good. So, on the topic of dates in August, I'm going to be away for a couple of weekends. Obviously, we don't record this on a weekend, but if anyone happens to see me at Versus Fighting in Birmingham on the weekend of August 18th to 20th, I'm looking at my calendar now. Yes, come and say hello. We'll play some Guilty Gear or Street Fighter or something.
Tim will give you a signed copy of a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I'll give you a rusty hand job and I'll work out what that is later.
Tim will play the rusty trombone on you.
I'll play the rusty trumpet.
You know what that is, don't you, Tim?
It's a trumpet that's been underwater.
Do you know what the rusty trombone is?
Trombone has been underwater.
Do you know what the dirty version is?
Well, I mean, it's rusty. That's going to be naturally quite dirty.
Search it on Google. See what comes up.
I don't want to.
Search on
the
Google.
Last time you had me look up something, I saw a man's leg get folded in half, and that was 10 minutes ago.
No one's body's getting mutilated here.
I don't believe you.
Just search it. I just want to see your reaction.
I know what it is. I'm fucking around.
Just search it for me. Go on.
I know what it is.
Okay, Tim, I'm going to do the crypto section now.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not putting the glasses on.
Oh?
It's too dark.
I've
aged since we last recorded 3 days ago.
I've partially morphed into a bat.
Yes. Okay, so 5th to 10 weeks, we have a new song, and I fucking pray it won't go on as long. So listen up to our crypto theme and hear about Tim's investment in memes, cryptocurrency. Oh, what a fuss. A digital maze causing much distrust. Investing blindly with no real clue. How foolish is this crypto hullabaloo? Tim thought crypto was a game to win. He dove right in, let excitement begin. The prices fell and his dreams turned grey. Tim's money's vanished, a lesson to stay. ChatGPT keeps writing the verse. AI is becoming a bit of a curse. Honestly, I think that Joey got lazy and Tim's future is looking real hazy. Crypto and NFTs, some say they're dumb. I hate Tim's put in, let's poke some fun. Digital gold, it's too good to be true. A roller coaster ride for Wembembo and you. Joey's tired of talking about Dogecoin, it's true. Chasing trends, he's got better things to do. From memes to charts, it's all the same noise. Time to break free and find some new joys if you ever think about buying money online.
Don't fucking do it, it's a waste of time. Who was that last verse from?
ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. That was really clever. Good work, AI. Yeah, we're down 37.98 this week.
Wow, that's nearly £1 in like 3 days, right?
Yeah, and it peaked 2 days ago at £39.
Oh, wow.
I know. If only we recorded on Monday.
If only.
If only.
We would have one solitary day's worth of content for you.
Oh, yeah, we recorded on Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything? What's Tim's crypto tip this week?
Don't.
Nice.
And that's my tip of the week.
I like it. Anything else on crypto?
I mean, I suppose we'll get to it next week, but There's a big old article that...
Oh, I read it. We can do it this week.
We can do it this week. Amazing. That's a great segue then. Don't take advice from...
Hold on. Joey's going to cut and paste the song back here. 5 to 10 weeks, we have a new song, and I fucking pray it won't go on as long. So listen up to our crypto theme and hear about Tim's investment in memes. Cryptocurrency, oh, what a fuss. A digital maze causing much distrust. Investing blindly with no real clue. How foolish is this crypto hullabaloo. Tim thought crypto was a game to win. He dove right in, let excitement begin. The prices fell and his dreams turned grey. Tim's money's vanished, a lesson to stay. ChatGPT keeps writing the verse. AI is becoming a bit of a curse. Honestly, I think that Joey got lazy and Tim's future is looking real hazy. Crypto and NFTs, some say they're dumb. I hate Tim's put in, let's poke some fun. Digital gold, it's too good to be true. A roller coaster ride for Wembembo and you. Joey's tired of talking about Dogecoin, it's true. Chasing trends, he's got better things to do. From memes to charts, it's all the same noise. Time to break free and find some new joys. If you ever think about buying money online,
don't fucking do it, it's a waste of time.
I just sang the whole song, Tim.
Wow.
The cryptocurrency section is over. We are into mad shit.
Mad shit. With the weasel in the morning. This mad shit comes courtesy to us, courtesy of Josh Scar. Forget about it. Of Talking Smack, Fame and Fortune. So he sent us this article. Granted, he sent this to us a while ago, so we're just getting to it. Mostly because it's a fucking thesis. For God's sake, I minimized the tab with the broken leg and I just alt-tab back into it.
What would you rather read, the article or the broken leg?
I mean, I read the article in an hour and a half and I don't particularly like seeing people break their limbs.
Yeah, but it's over very quickly.
And not for him, it's not. He's going to be like that for a while. He's going to be like a deck chair.
Yeah, he's like when you fold the seats down to go to the tip.
He doesn't even have to get out of the chair to do that, just straight over.
He can inspect what's under his toenails very easily.
He can look under the couch if he dropped a marble or something without getting off it.
Imagine how quick he'd be able to tie his shoes.
He can inspect dance very quickly.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
So Josh sent us a very long article posted early this year in June about home improvement star Zachary Ty Bryan, who played, I believe, the eldest son on Home Improvement, if I remember correctly.
You are correct.
And how his life was going pretty great, but over the course of maybe 2 years, it all fell apart.
And it all came tumbling down.
So, for those who haven't watched Home Improvement, I'm moving right past that, it's a show starring Tim Allen and others.
And this guy.
And this guy. And this guy played the youngest of three... No, the oldest of three. And he was on this show for 8 seasons. It went on for a very long time. It had... The season finale of Home Improvement was the 10th highest watch finale of all time on TV.
Yeah.
So really, really impressive numbers considering this guy basically moved
33.5 million or 35 million.
35 million for the finale. Average viewership was 28 million
in the first season.
Mm-hmm. So this guy, that's an amazing jump to go from what he was doing before, which was basically like adverts for odd job things in New York, to go to 28 million views per week on Home Improvement with Tim Allen.
That's like Kevin Leonardo.
It's like Kevin Leonardo, aside from his didn't have to expose his asshole on camera. And the long and short of this is, after Home Improvement ended, instead of going through the order the timeline goes in on this article, because the timeline on this article is nonsense, I'm going through this in chronological real life order.
I'm glad that you're going through it
instead of you.
Yeah, I actually started to read this and was worried I might be dyslexic, so I just listened to it. I pressed play on the thing that read it for me.
Are you kidding? There's a play thing.
Yeah, and you can play it at 2 times speed as well.
Oh my god, I was looking for that for weeks. When we were talking about doing this, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna I'm gonna find a bot to summarize it or to read it or something. I couldn't find. I'm looking at it now. It's sat at the top of the article.
It reads it word for word, Tim.
Great. Did it take 4 hours?
It took 35 minutes.
So it took me an hour and a half to read this.
I listened to it at 1.8 speed.
Oh well, there you go. So after I'm gonna call him Brian as his last name because that's what the article consistently refers to him as.
Yeah.
After Home Improvement, he really struggled to find work and he wanted to get into film acting. But according to Brian in various interviews, back in those days, if you were
Brian,
if you're a TV actor, then that's your lane. You are very much typecast as a TV actor, and yeah, you might get the occasional film gig, but you're not going to break into the film career.
Sure.
So, from what I understand, he eventually just was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to become a producer and get some control over what projects I'm involved in."
Mm-hmm.
And then he became an executive producer for some things. And while working on, and I'm going to need to find the name of the film. Where is it? Okay, so while he had a guest appearance on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he became friends with child actor Brock Pierce. And then over the years, their friendship grew. Pierce eventually put him onto cryptocurrency, Bitcoin to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
And once Brian had sunk some of his home improvement funds, his earnings from that show as a child, into Bitcoin, he was like, I'm just going to forget about it. Until it basically just exploded.
Yeah.
And he earned, he's never disclosed how much, but it's in the ballpark of millions, if you know anything about the history of Bitcoin.
He called himself, or someone, Forbes called him, or something like Forbes or Time called him the hippie crypto billionaire.
Mm-hmm. It was a ludicrous amount of money. And it set him up for a very, very, pretty easygoing life with everything sorted for him. And then he got into contact with this company called Product Market.
It's like high-tech farming shit, basically.
Sure. And he was brought on as an advisor thanks to his gains in millions in Bitcoin.
Which famously makes you good at farming.
It does. There's a direct connection between Bitcoin and herding. And
I heard you there.
So
you didn't hear what I said, did you?
No, I did not.
I said I heard you there.
Very good.
Was it?
So it
was so shit. I'm going to cut it out.
Oh.
So that was a fucking lie.
So what Brian was doing was essentially going around to people and selling them tokens, like NFT tokens, under producers market. For people, he was getting people to buy them for like $5,000, $15,000, $25,000. One person investing 50,000.
Yeah,
like a lot of money over the course of about 2 years, 2 or 3 years, give or take. But when these investors were starting to get a little bit antsy, being like, "Hey, what's going on with my investment?" He's like, "It's all good. We've got Tom Brady in on it, and the COO of Starbucks,
two famously great farmers,
and." That's another podcast. Two farmers from Blighty.
Two famously great farmers from Blighty.
So, eventually, once he got rid of the producers market information off his LinkedIn and social media, people got naturally quite anxious about their investments. So they contacted producers market and they said, "Hey, yeah, he hasn't worked with us since 2019. We got rid of him. Sorry, your money's gone." And they sent Brian a cease and desist for them to stop doing that. At this point, so it's also worth noting that some of the clients that he was meeting to get to invest in crypto, he was meeting them on the dating app Bumble while he was on business trips and basically saying, "Hey, I'm going out of town for forever tomorrow. Why don't you invest in this crypto?" And people were like, "Sure thing." So they would invest several thousand into a cryptocurrency with a man they met 4 hours ago. And
mental.
Absolutely mental. So he ended up getting divorced from his wife. I'm assuming because the Bumble thing was not cool in their family, and he copied and pasted a divorce statement from someone else's social media for it. Like getting the years wrong and everything that they'd been together. And people called him out on it, and he was just like, "Oh, it felt longer because of all the memories." I know. So he ended up going to Oregon, and he was arrested for a strangulation charge and a fourth-degree assault, and also fraud, which is all great. And the person that you know essentially reported the strangulation has a history of assaulting security guards anyway. And so there's a lot of back and forth as to whether or not he actually did anything. And he says in interviews, the police will throw every charge at you, so you just confess to something because it's much easier to do that. So it's really ambiguous as to whether or not he did anything. Obviously, he's not a great guy, but then neither is the person who's assaulting the security guards. And I think he's been forced to pay back. I think he's so far paid back about 60 grand in this. Is he not?
No, I was shaking my head in disbelief, to be honest.
Oh, okay. And the person who he supposedly strangled and the person who assaulted security guards are now married and having twins, which he put on Instagram with like the ultrasound screenshot with the hashtag time to get snipped.
It's just fucking crazy.
It's absurd. He also, for a long time before he got onto his producer role in between Home Improvement and producing on films, he would be like a guest spot on Fox News a lot and be a massive advocate for Trump.
Massive advocate for Trump.
Huge advocate for Trump. And then he would just like talk about how like he has his kid's name's tattooed in Hebrew on his arm to like in his ex-wife's honor. Wasn't ex at the time.
Yeah, that's right. Well, his ex-wife, her family were Jewish.
Yes.
So.
And now, so he's not with Fox anymore. He's not been on Fox since the arrest, but he's been picked up as like a recurring guest spot, Republican, very much right-wing guest speaker for Newsmax in the States, I think it was. And he was talking about like Matthew McConaughey's policy on gun control and more investments in crypto. And I was talking to Payne about this, and she was just saying that it seems like it's the story of a man who is nowhere near as successful as he thinks he is.
Yeah. Or he started off investing £30 in Dogecoin.
See you on Fox News, everyone.
Yeah, it's a strange. It was a pretty good listen, to be honest. It was
a hard read.
Well, I know that so much so that I stopped reading. It was strange, and it was he gave a really honest interview about it, and then said, "I'm not gonna ever watch or read this because I'm scared of what it will look like." And it's like, well, why are you doing it?
Yeah,
then? He's seems like a very troubled man.
He's definitely got some. He's got some demons.
He's a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
He's a few bones short of a full leg.
Yeah, he's a few screws short of a leg brace.
He's a bottle of prime flavour down from a full fridge.
He's a prime without a lid, is what he is.
That's the worst one of all, if you ask me. Thoughts on Mad Shit? What would you give it?
Like a 7 out of 10.
I think a 7's about right. Like, it doesn't seem like the craziest thing. Like, when you boil it down, man after Hollywood gets lucky
loses his fucking mind.
Loses his mind, goes a bit mental with the crypto and starts scamming people into crypto. Scamming people with crypto is nothing new. It's just unusual that it's the man from Home Improvement.
Par for the course, if you ask me.
Wink.
So if you want to invest in 2 bitcoins from Blighty...
Blightcoin.
Like
Brickcoin.
Blighty coin.
Blighty coin, thank you.
Not blight coin. That just sounds very bleak.
It's plagued. I accidentally
coin.
clicked back onto the leg break. I'm closing the tab. I don't know why it's still open.
While you were doing that, I was trying to get Bing's AI, because apparently it can draw images. I was trying to get Bing's AI to draw a logo for 2 great farmers from Blighty.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it, and I asked it to, and then when I got to the 5th one, it said, "What would you like them to wear?" And I said, "I would like them to wear green with yellow hats." And it said, "Sure, are you ready for me to create the logo?" And I went to click yes, and it said, "You've reached your conversation limit for today. Sorry."
That's anticlimactic.
It was very anticlimactic.
I don't think I've ever been blue-balled so hard by an AI.
Obviously, me and you use AI for very different things then, Tim.
We do. So, we're going with 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Where does that put it in our leaderboard?
Let me find out. I don't think it's as high as the current leader. It is not. Currently, Penis Fish is still in the lead. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. Do you know, after the Penis Fish episode aired, Dan sent me a message, and I thought it was really funny that we missed it. You kept saying the long and short of it in the Penis Fish bit.
I say that all the time, though, is the thing. It's like, it's something I use at work a lot, so I guess that just seeped into a penis fish
those
section.
Seeping penises.
Seeping penises. Joe, what's Tom Hanks doing?
Tom Hanks is trying to screen calls from our good friend Brian.
From Zach Bryan.
He's saying, "Look, I've invested in you $10 in your dopey farming equipment to get rid of you, and I'm sick of it." And Zach Bryan's going, "But you'll get a cool Tom Hanks NFT. Yeah, I'll sell you some Hanks coin." And
Hanks
he says,
coin.
No Hanks.
Hank Bank.
Very good. What's Tom Hanks doing, Tim?
He is currently getting out of a bear costume in China.
He's not. They're not human.
It looks like a man in a bear
It
suit.
looks like, but it's not.
I swear it is.
Tim, on your things you wanted to talk about, you put how to piss off an entire residential apartment building.
Yeah.
This is the one I'm really intrigued about.
So let's talk about this is you are right, this is becoming more of a crypto podcast. Let's talk about Musk for a second.
Oh, for God's sake.
I know. So I don't know if you kept up with the news about the San Francisco office for X, now it's called.
Unlike you, Elon Musk is not my top search thing in Google.
I fucking hate Elon. I think he's a massive prat, but he just keeps cropping up everywhere for me. Let me find. Hang on. Let me find the video. Yes. Okay. This will work. At Twitter or X's San Francisco headquarters, Elon had erected a sign that just was the letter X, and San Francisco's Twitter offices are directly opposite a residential apartment building. And I've just sent you a link, Joey. If you wouldn't mind just looking at that.
Oh my God. Is that just goes all the time?
All the time. And people, like, when it first went up, people were just like, oh, maybe it's going to be like every 10, 20, 30 minutes. 10 seconds the loop lasted. And that building, that I don't know if you're looking at the same video, part of the video I'm at, where it flashes like and it pans away to the building. That's a residential building.
It looks like camera flashes all up the building.
It does, and it looks bloody horrific. So it's since been taken down, and Elon has been billed not only for the work, but also by the San Francisco City Council because it didn't have a permit to put it on there, and also it violated a number of health safety codes, not only for the flashing, but for the fact it was held down with sandbags. So,
no.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So I wanted to query with you, if you had to piss off an entire apartment building in one go, what would it be?
I'd get an enormous flashing sign with the letter Y and hold it down with sandbags.
Not get a permit for it.
What would I do? So we used to, I didn't live in an apartment, but we rented a house in Leeds, and there were these guys who lived opposite us who everyone on the street hated because they would wake up in the evening and then they would blast music and occasionally blast porn at full volume down a residential street where there were many children that lived there.
Cool.
So that's what I would do if it was up to me to piss off an entire residential building. I would play porn at full volume.
I'd do something with the front door. Like, I'd put something really, really annoying to get through, like a motion-activated sprinkler system, pointing at the front door so it's off the property, so they can't do much about it, like, immediately, and it's not immediately noticeable, but it's there, and they'll know.
I like it. And they wouldn't know it was you, though. That's the only thing.
That is true. Maybe I'll make it, put my Twitter handle if it, gets a wall or something.
I think where it shoots the water from should come from a cardboard cut out of your face and out of the mouth of it.
But out the eye ducts, so it looks like I'm crying.
Yes.
And that way I'm not happy, but I have to do this.
I don't want to do this, but I do.
You've forced my hand residence.
That's unbelievable.
I'm surprised you hadn't seen that.
No, I haven't.
Well, it's been taken down now.
Good.
And Elon Musk, he has been billed, obviously, by the people who put it up and put it down. He has been billed by the San Francisco City Council for multiple violations.
Do you know he got in trouble with I can't remember who it was, but he got in loads of trouble because the X logo is just ripped straight from a font that someone charges for and you're not allowed to use for commercial use.
Correct. And you know what else is very funny? He doesn't own the trademark to X as a social media brand. Do you know who does?
Oh, please tell me it's Zuckerberg.
It is Zuckerberg.
It's incredible.
It's amazing. It's such a trash fire. Apparently, he tried to make PayPal X at one point.
Does he own PayPal?
He owned and made PayPal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, now I feel dirty for using it.
Scrub your hands of it. Just get a bar of soap and rub it on your processor.
But I bought that processor and soap using PayPal.
Oh, it's come full circle.
Tim, I was going to tell you something then, but I can't remember what it was, so I'm not going to tell you.
All right, good story.
So you might know about me that I have quite an obsessive personality.
Sure.
And when something interests me, I can't let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I have found myself watching an unhealthy amount of backrooms videos.
I know exactly what you mean. I've been getting obsessed recently with you'll probably enjoy this if you like backroom videos. Is SCP videos?
What's SCP?
It's a creepypasta horror fan fiction thing called The Secure Containment Protocol, and it's basically these are things that are kept in Area 51, and it's just fan things, and there's a connected universe between them all.
Okay, cool.
It's interesting.
But
yes, backroom stuff.
Backroom stuff I find absolutely fascinating as a story. It's dumb, and
are you excited for the movie?
It's a backrooms movie.
It's coming out.
Oh my god. I have to tell you, Tim, I am quite looking forward to the FNAF movie.
So, Payne wants to go and see it. I have said yes to going to see it. I don't want to support the FNAF franchise, but she went with Mario. She went with me to go see Mario. I'm going to go with her to see FNAF.
I would like... Last time I did this on air, it kind of forced you to say yes, so I'm going to do it again. How would you feel about doing a semi-regular, when your series of The Fanatic is up, of course, a semi-regular video game movie club?
How often are you talking about? Once a month, or?
I don't know. We'll work that out later.
I mean, I could be down for it, but I feel like we're very much limiting our pool.
Why? There's so many video game movies.
But there's only a finite amount of them. Although I am absolutely going to see the Minecraft movie when it comes out. Have you seen some of the confirmed cast?
Nope.
Steve Carell and Jason Momoa.
Fucking hell. Which one plays Steve?
I would have to imagine Jason.
Okay, so Tim. Oh, there's an Iron Lung movie coming out.
I'm not familiar with Iron Lung.
Iron Lung is an indie game that got massive popularity recently. It's been out for a few years. Let me find out. This is turning into a mainline episode. It was released. Wait, hold on.
Just while you're looking that up, I was talking to a friend of mine at work the other day about the show Between Two Ferns.
Yeah.
Have you
that
seen
we
the
stole
Steve
Between Two Pods from?
Yes. But have you seen the Steve Carell episode?
No, I haven't.
There's a fucking brilliant line in it when it's Zach Galifianakis asking Steve Carell when he's at the beach, do people scream shark, shark, or do they just realise that it's Steve Carell doing a backflip with his nose?
Backstroke, not
backstroke.
So Iron Lung came out last year, but it's about a submarine at the bottom of the sea taking photos of
it's controlled by an Xbox controller.
Well, there was a mod made for it where you could only control it using a Logitech controller.
Yes.
But the movie is written, directed, produced, and starring Markiplier.
Oh.
In his feature film debut.
Oh.
Don't you like Markiplier?
I think he's okay.
Right.
I don't know how this is going to... I feel like the selling point of this is, lol, it's Markiplier.
I don't think so. I think it could be good. I actually really quite like Markiplier.
He seems like a really nice guy.
I think he seems very clever as well. But Iron Lung is great because the whole game setting is in a very tiny submarine. Hence why it got massive popularity around the Ocean Gate. I was going to say tragedy. Tragedy, the right word? The Ocean Gate thing. We'd made too many jokes about it for it to be considered tragedy.
Yeah.
But that's coming out. FNAF's coming out. There's a Days Gone movie coming out.
Didn't know that.
There's a Borderlands movie, but you won't watch that, will you?
No, not if Randy Pitchford has any sort of involvement. I'm not doing it.
2 untitled Five Nights at Freddy's sequels.
God damn it! It's not even out yet.
The untitled Pac-Man film.
Now, I do know that Mattel is following the success of Barbie, planning a cinematic universe.
That's ridiculous. Barbie was great. Barbie was great, and actually, we can talk about that a little bit because
you've now seen it.
Yeah, but there shouldn't be a cinematic universe. They should just limit what they've got, enjoy what they've got, stop there. There's also, sorry, while I'm on this list, in the works, there's a Poppy Playtime film.
I don't know what that is.
Playtime is great. There's another Silent Hill, Return to Silent Hill coming out.
Well, the last couple of films haven't been great, but...
You'll be very pleased to know there's a Yakuza film coming out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But my point is, it would be really fun to get us to, and Slade, if he agrees to it. Slade agreed to it.
What the hell?
We're calling you out on air.
Wait, what?
To sit down every now and then and just watch a film together. We could watch the excellent Silent Hill film. We could watch a Resident Evil film. That'd be good for Slade.
Yeah. I watched the Mortal Kombat reboot not too long ago.
We could watch that. It's
really good. Like, the main character, Cole Smith, or whatever he's fucking called, is a bit of a walking cliche. And I thank Ed Boon every day that he's not included in the mainline franchise. But the guys behind the films clearly did their research with the characters, which is really nice.
We could watch the Rampage movie. Have you seen that?
That's the one with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, it's Rampage, the trash movie.
I like it.
But yeah, I think there's loads there that we can go for.
We could do.
We could do the thing.
We could do the thing.
Okay.
If you could turn, I know we've spoken about this on Game Pod. If you could turn any game series or individual game into a TV series specifically, what would you go for?
Fallout. I think you said they're doing it. That was my answer last time as well.
Yeah. Fallout probably will be quite good.
I'm looking forward to Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal will be fun. That'll be fun. I think we got a teaser trailer for that, didn't we? Not too long ago. Because they showed Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. I say it with me. Guilty Gear deserves a full-blown anime. Yeah.
I don't watch cartoons, so
yeah, true. Although a live action Guilty Gear, I don't think would go down particularly well.
No?
No.
Someone just beating the crap out of a king-size bed.
Maybe.
There's a Monster Hunter movie we could watch.
So me and a few friends watched that because we played Monster Hunter. I really like Monster Hunter. And what they did with the monsters and the weaponry was really, really good. It was everything else that was bad because they were like, it's the US military and they found a portal in Afghanistan and that leads to a Rathalos. And so Mila Jovovich has to team up with Ron Perlman to fight a Diablos. It's like, oh, okay. And then they go back to the real world where a Rathalos has also gone through the portal and they take it down with an AC-130.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. Right, Tim, let's have your pub quiz answer and then let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Reminder for the question, mostly for me, because I've lost my tab. There it is. So, what is the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise? The answer is Venus.
Good to know.
Good to
know.
And
if you got that answer, Tim, what should they do?
Give me a rusty hand job.
Good God. Okay, anyway, Tim, what was our national day?
It was National Holding Hands Day.
And what have you got to do to celebrate it?
Hold hands with a stranger. Don't ask, they'll know.
They'll know. Anyway, take that, you bastards. See
you bastards. See you later.